get my stuff together here. Apologize. Let me just get this hooked up. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. Hope you guys okay. What's wrong? All right. Alright, so I got an update to Twitch on my tablet. So I might not see you guys in the chat immediately. Just give it just a moment. Let the update kind of finish doing its thing. I'll do the best I can. I'll try and toggle back and forth on my computer. I only have one monitor currently, so I can't really use new update. Ready? Tap here to relaunch tab. Okay. So bear with me if you guys pop in the chat and I don't see it right away. Okay. Do the best I can. Let's see. Live scene. Okay, it looks like everything is showing. I'll put that on multi-stream, see if that actually shows Facebook. Those of you that might be watching on Facebook, I totally appreciate you guys coming in, just as much as the folks on Twitch. Facebook's kind of a new thing for me to stream to. I've been trying for the last few days, so I'm hoping that when I did the multi-stream on Streamlabs, I'm hoping that it picks up the chat for Facebook as well. That would be awesome. Alright, so give me a second here. My crops have just just became ready to harvest. So bear with me. And you know what? I should probably, let me just get my Discord open just in case. Just in case somebody wants to come in and chat with me. We'll go Farm Sim. And we'll go back. Okay, there we go. Alright, so let me just get my combine over here so I can start harvesting this crop. We got soybeans here, the 2 fields of soybean that just started to, that just became ready for harvest. Alright, so this map is a new map that we're playing on. It might look familiar if you saw some of the multiplayer stream I was doing with Steve-O Bear. And Master Prime actually helped us the other day. So it's that same map, but I just have it on a career mode. The multiplayer one, I can't really do anything on the map all the time when I want to, because we have to do things at certain times because I can't control the time frame. So when Steve gets on, you know, he'll advance the time, then I can do some things on there. So maybe tomorrow we'll be able to get on there and do some stuff. So what I wanted to do was start a career. I went on the Mod Hub, downloaded a couple other maps I was going to try, but I just wasn't, I don't know, I just wasn't feeling those other maps, and so I'm going to go ahead and go with this one. Steve, showed me how to get the map. It's a third-party map, but it is a really fantastic map. So far, we've been having a lot of fun on it. For myself, I always like to do a lot of aesthetic changes. So, and I'll show you in just a moment once I get the combine going the other way. You may notice, if you saw the other stream, you may notice some changes already. I don't have that field over there yet as my own. It's a little too expensive for me to grab that field right now. So what I did do was purchase this area here, and I have these two fields. Let me see, so this field over here that you see in front of the tractor actually went, so there was a field that went that way, and then there was a part of the field that actually went over this way. Probably, I don't know, maybe about this far. So I got that field and I took this part and covered it with the concrete so that I can open this area up more for buildings. And these two fields, it wasn't really necessary for these two fields to, be as big as they possibly could on this farm, because I want this to be the farm location for me to put a lot of the equipment. So I made the field just go that way, so that I didn't have to worry, about all that. There's a section right over here. This was kind of all field right in here. This area over here was all field. So I switched it out, made it concrete. And then around the perimeter of the fields, I put this dirt patch. Yeah, you'll see all this here. This goes around both fields, and I'm just kind of using that as a like an outliner for the fields to help distinguish the field a little bit better. When I saw that kind of stuff on other maps, even in the Mod Hub, I thought it was kind of cool, and I thought it, really helped, distinguish the outside part of the, the field. And then this field over here, that field more or less stayed the same. There was one part that I made a change to. So immediately the first change is this wall that I put up. Again, I put the moat, I guess we'll call it, around the outside. There was a path that went, straight through over here. And that grass area behind the wall back there was part of the field too, but I cut it off because I don't really want to use that. I want to just make this, the field itself. I made the width of the wall, the perimeter, that wide only because it helps when I put a headland. It helps the tractors turn, and I'm going to put the wall all the way around the fields. I'm thinking that this wall is a good looking wall. It's got an old look to it, which is what I'm looking for. I went with the older style look. I like that better. And yeah, we've been trying to do some new things on here. One of the other changes that I did was I downloaded a couple tractor mods, this being one of them right here. So this is the deutz fahr 661, 6.61, and it's been modified. It's got higher horsepower, cheaper cost, way cheaper cost. It's a really great cost for a starting tractor on almost any map. You have this whole thing. Hey, what's up, Master? This whole entire tractor here is, I'm doing career mode in here, Master. If you were interested in coming on the map, I could switch it over if it would let you join to multiplayer. I don't know how it'll react on multiplayer yet. I haven't done it. But I was just trying to get a stream in on career mode. So this tractor is fully customizable, whereas the original deutz fahr was not, other than front loader attachment, wheels. Might be missing one other piece on that. You know, tires and then the rims. Yeah, it's the same map, but it's my my career mode instead of the multiplayer. Because on Steve's, you know, I have to wait for the time situation, so I can't really do anything. But I like the map so much, I wanted to do something, you know, kind of on my own with it. I do have a few mods that I have that are different than what Steve has on there. I might swap them out, change them up a little bit. But yeah, so on this one, I mean, everything on here, I would say, is customizable. So the color, the front attachment, the front linkage, the tires. They have an added tire company, Mitas, M-I-T-A-S. And what I like about that is how the wording curves with the tire, as opposed to the Trelleborg, which goes straight across the tire. I know it's not a huge deal, but for me, it's kind of cool. The only thing that would be even better is if you could get the writing in white. That would be off the hook, or at least certain points. Well, no, you'd need to have everything in white. It would look kind of corny if you only had one or two things in white. But look at the tread on this too. The tread on this is similar to the Michelin, but it's got this groove right in here that looks just slightly different. Good looking tire. Fenders on this, I believe, are customizable. The engine size is customizable. But I mean, look at the detail in that engine. How sick is that, man? I mean, that is a good looking, and it's old style. I love the old style. The only thing that I like better on and this one is 150 horsepower, if I'm not mistaken. The only thing that I like better on the lower horsepower tractor is the stack. This stack here, I'm not really digging. I like where it is, but the stack on the lower horsepower one's over here, and it's chromed out. It's got the that honeycomb look around it, you know, with the little circles. I find that to be. Oh, Master, I'm in Discord too. If you want to join me in chat. These flare outs on the fender, fully customizable. You can go without, and then you can go another size, half this size, and then this is the full flare to extend to the edge of the tire. The cab looks very similar, however, the top part with the decals there. You have the decal here where it says turbo. And you should have the other one here. Yeah, those, there's 3 different setups, I think, for that. So, yeah, I mean, if you're somebody who likes to, like myself, fully customize your tractor, this is a great download, and I will show you that in the garage. And this one is the next download. This is a mod. This is the Fendt Turbo Favorite 515C. This one is exhaust 151C tuning. This one has 190 horsepower is its max. The color is customizable. Front linkage. Obviously front loader attachment. I think just the front fenders, wheels, tires, same thing. I have the Midas. And I believe that's it. So really awesome. If you guys, let me give you a little in-cab. All this is very awesome looking, but the sound, hopefully I have it loud enough that you can distinguish the sound, but I'll quiet down and just listen. So this one comes with the gear sound. So you can hear that transmission going, changing gears. And then when you ease up off the gas, you can hear the engine wind down. Semi-truck mod. Yeah, so if you go in here, it's under small tractors. So here's the original that you get, Fendt 500 Favorite. And then here's your deutz fahr 6.61, right? So now we have, that's the one I just got. This is the mod. And then these two Fendts here are the mods. See, this one has the gear shift sound, that's what I have. And then this one here has your standard sound. I imagine that's similar to the original, but you know, like I was telling you, if you go in here, you know, again, that's your standard Fendt, the red and the green. You can change, you have these two colors, they're the same, the two, so you have the red, orange, white, gray, you know, so you can obviously change those, main color, green, blue, black, orange, okay? So you can modify that. You have your wheel brand, Trelleborg, Michelin, Nokian, which is a good looking tire too. Wheel setup is only for all the other ones. Nokian does not have anything that you can do to it. Notice Nokian also has with the writing on the, you know, rounded with the tire. Not a huge deal, but for me it's kind of a, you know, a deal breaker. See the Trelleborg here? If they would have just rounded that, be much better. If you notice on the tires, right, I was talking about this here. See how the Trelleborg, again, really cool. But when you go to, and even Michelin, they have that kind of different setup on the corners. But then when you go to these, see how that's got a different kind of flair. The design, this one, you can get with sensors. So you have the without the Yara sensor. That's the Yara sensor right up here, the blue. Without GPS, John Deere Starfire 6000 GPS, and with sensor and GPS. Design is standard. See the fenders disappear here? Standard without fender. That's your standard with the fender. And then if you don't forget your slider bar on this side here, guys, sometimes you can miss that and you may think these are the only setups you can do, but we can scroll down and you have 3 more setups. So this one, attachers without front PTO, with front PTO. Okay, engine exhaust. So remember I was saying, it may have been on the other tractor, but you have this exhaust. You have same exhaust, I think it's just a different size. 514, 515 exhaust, 515C tuning. And then there's the exhaust pipe. I like just this look. I know it doesn't present the same power because, you know, that basically makes that 115 horsepower, whereas I'd rather have the 195. You know what I mean? So that's the difference. And then your front loader attachment. So, you know, that is what I would consider fully customizable. You know, not just the colors and, you know, all that stuff. This is a complete, you know, the orange on orange is pretty cool looking. I did the orange and white, but orange on orange ain't too bad. So that's that's a new thing that I did. And then the deutz fahr, we have this one here. Again, you can customize the color of the tractor to whatever you want. Green, white, yellow. They have the yellow, white. Same thing, front attachment setup. This one has the weights. You can do all the different weights. And then you have the front lift arms and standard. And then you can add the weights, tires, wheel setup, decals. This is what I was talking about, these decals here. You can do it without all of the decals, with the new cab top, or you can go back to with the decals. Default fenders, right? So you have these. They're the default regular fender. You can do fenders back small or the extended front and back wide. Okay, front loader attachment, and then the horsepower 160. So you can go up to 160 on this. Look at the cost on this though. Total price with everything pretty much upgraded, $34,960. I mean, that's 160 horsepower. That is fantastic for a starting tractor. I mean, that's really cool. So that's a couple things that I have done different for this particular map. So let me just go over here and empty the combine out. I may add a few more things, you know, to give a slightly different look. I did add the Valzelli tipper. It's a more compact tipper. Looks like they make it a little wider. Then it has the extension on the top. That'll hold, I think this is 31,000 liters. Again, what I try to do when I start is, you have the money you start with. I take out the full loan, buy the property, the fields, and then I try to grab the, you know, the equipment that I need so that I can, you know, purchase it. Some things maybe you need the lease, you know, depending on how you're going to work things. But then the other side for me is I love to do decorative, listen to me, decorative things within the map. I like to change things up, make it different to, you know, what you start with. So like I said, modifying these fields here, I will run these fields for a while and build my money up. So as you can see, I ended up with, what was it, 1.6 million, I believe, after I took out the loan. And I still have 536,000 left over. So, you know, not too bad. And given that I have two fields now, they have soybean. So soybean right now is 1600. Let me see. Is there anybody else higher? No, it looks like 1600 is going to be the top one at Getrid handle. So let's see. How far is Getrid handle? Do I see? Okay, out that way. Might not be too far. So this is how I'm going to run the map. I'm hoping to have a spot somewhere on the map for a global company, so we could start doing stuff with the global company, and just adding my own touch to the map to kind of style it in the way I think I would like things to kind of look. Over here, we did buy our seeder. We have our cultivator, spreader, fertilizer spreader. So there's our cultivator, 7 meter wide, so that gets the cultivating job done really quick. We have this is a 4 meter seeder with the front extra capacity on the front, and then this is a Mod Hub fertilizer, sulky. So I also put these here. So these 3 right here are in game, but they're just for look. This one right here, this is a mod right there. I added that in so we can get seed. I added this in right here. Wait, let's see. Nope, that's fertilizer. This is seed. They're real trigger points, so I can pull up and just, load up my my seeder and my fertilizer. And yeah, so another thing I added over at I got the washing station. If you see that little house straight ahead right there, I got the power washer. And I put in some lights over here on the field as well. So if you take a look, see that light that's right there in the corner? Right here. Yeah, right there. That's a big spotlight. So at nighttime, it's an auto spotlight. So at night, that should turn on and kind of highlight, the field. I have one down the other corner. I will put one in each of the 4 corners, and potentially put one about halfway down, where in between the corners too. Equal distance. So that'll be something we take care of. Yeah, the nice backdrop. It's a great map. I don't know the name of the creator of the map offhand, but once I get that, I'll give them a shout out, because I think they did a great job so far. I haven't really come across anything that caused me issues. The mods work. Now there is a global company mod that, for me, I don't know if it's I verified the files in Steam, so I may try it again, but it was not working. When I took all the mods out and just started putting everything in one at a time, then it started to work. The standard global company mod is the mod that I have. I have the one that has like the detail screens. What else? The seed mixer. So there were some others, when I put them in, they just started not working it didn't load at all. So that was a huge problem, obviously. So, I'm hoping that by verifying the files, that maybe I can try to put those other mods in there. But, it'll be a it'll be a process, because I'll probably do them one at a time. Because if not, then I won't know which one is, causing the issue. So, but yeah, so I hope you guys come join me. I will try to do something every day on here. Time frame, I won't know how long that'll go. Hey, Master, if you tried to get in Discord, let me know. I think you have access to the FS Farm Sim 19 chat where I'm at. If you can't get in, let me know, and I'll just switch it over to general. But yeah, I hope that you guys come and join me. I hope you like the map and you don't mind some of the things that I'm trying to do. I want to personalize the map more. I want to take somebody's creation that I'm truly grateful for, and I am thankful that they let you modify through the landscaping and placeables that you can do anything you want with the map. I am in no way trying to say that the way they did the map is wrong or it should be done a better way. Not at all. All I'm trying to do is just add my own little spin to it and make it more personalized for what I want it to look like. So yeah, please, it's really nothing more than just saying, hey, thanks a lot for making a great map, and I want to play it, and I want to put some slight changes in it myself to make it more toward my style. So yeah, so again, Master, if you hear me, let me know if you were unable to get into the Discord, and I'll switch over the channel. One thing I may do is I don't know. I didn't really look, well, I shouldn't say that. I did find this combine, but it only holds 6,400. The Roslamash here only held 4,500. I really like Roslamash. And the price point though, 105. Here's 202 for what I had the Massey. That's holding 8,600, which is really good. This guy here is 10.5. It's about 99,000 more. I probably am going to upgrade to this one at some point, this Roslamash. I'll probably take a look through the mod hub to see what combines they have, to just see if there's something that's more cost effective. Really, for me, the combine only comes down to its what it can hold, its capacity. I I like the Roslamash look. I like the way the engine sounds, but I'm not too see the John Deere. For me, it's worth it to get the extra 500 liters. It's not a lot, but for me, it's worth it. I really don't want to get into too big, like these guys here right away. I do want to kind of graduate into that kind of stuff, where you're working the field, saving your money, and then not to mention those gigantic combines on these two tiny fields here. Tiny in comparison to a lot of these other fields. It's kind of pointless. So, I would like to have the combine kind of fit within the framework of the field, the way the field is created. Now, those bigger ones on field 2, which is right across from me, make sense. Then if you go in, and if you look at my field, or my field right here, right? That's where we're working at. Now look at field 2 in comparison to that. But then start to look at field 2 in comparison to 16, 52, 57. We get up here, field 45, 66. I mean, look at that. Now we're talking big, big equipment. So, we'll get there. It's a gradual process, and it's just a matter of, putting the time and effort in. That's all. So we're here for the long haul. I hope you guys enjoy it. Sit back. If you're one of the ones who has to kind of be quarantined to your home, or if you're not quarantined into your home, but the job's not doing anything, feel free. Come on in, chat with me. Let me know what you think, and I'm here. I know some folks are going to be stuck in, so I'm hoping you come and join me. All right. So with that, we're going to go and let's let's see. We're going to need to do what next? We're going to, well, let's see. Do I need to plow? No. So I might as well get our cultivator ready. Oh, hello. No, I forgot something. Front weight. And let me know too if the engine sounds or anything are too loud in the in the chat, or in the stream. If you can't hear me over the machine, let me know. All right, there we go. Let's see how this responds. Okay. All right, seems pretty responsive. Okay. Yeah, I I'm just a huge fan of the sounds of these tractors. Not just these, any in the game. I really like to get tractors that have unique sounds. Oh, you know what I didn't look at, actually? As soon as we're done this, I'll take a look. I think there's actually maybe one or two other um, sounds. What am I saying? Tractors that that I haven't bought yet, but I got as mods. So let me go check that when we're done here. Then just take a look. Actually, I think they may have been mediums. Let's see. Yep, here we go. Totally forgot about these. So in the medium class tractors, I picked up the Fiat Agri, or Fiat Agri, maybe is how that's pronounced, and the Torpedo. So this one is a much older tractor. I believe in the description we're talking 1950s, 1960s. 180 horsepower. You can go, yeah, that's all you can do. The only thing that changes is the filter. The short pre-filter is pretty cool. I like that. Configuration. Let's see. Front linkage. There we go. And then the weights. I'm not a big fan. We got mud guards back here. That's kind of cool, but can I get the mud guards with the front linkage? Yes, we can. Cool. So, I mean, look at that. That's pretty sweet looking, man. I don't like the color as much, but I know it's an old style, so it's got that old crimson, I guess, or brick color, burgundy. Front loader, yes. Design, what do we do here? Oh, what do we got? Can I see anything on that? Hydraulic pistons. Hydraulic pistons. Where is that change? Is that a visible change? Can I see that? Hydraulic pistons. Forestry. Oh, look at that. That's cool. Standard pistons. Yeah, that's a suspension thing, I imagine. Is there anything different? So it's $200. It doesn't add. Maybe it helps the ride. Maybe it rides a little better. And then wheel setup. Variable. Variable rear and wide. Total and wide. Variable rear. So you got a couple different wheel setups here. That's kind of cool with the wide tires. I don't like that you can't change the tires. That's not cool. Yeah, I wish you could put the other tires on there. Front load. I wonder if this changes with any setup. Front linkage. Okay, see, so that takes away those other upgrades if you do the weight, front weight. Yeah, see, front linkage, and then that allows this. If we go to standard, does that give us anything? Nope. Engine, no. Nothing changes here. I wanted to see if this highlights at any point. No. So, I mean, that's pretty good. And 37,000. Great price. What do we got here? Torpedo. Again, I think this is a 1950s or 60s tractor. Main color. We can change. What do we have? Green, a red, and old red. There's old red. It's almost like a brownish red. This is more like the Fiat Tigre that we just had. And what is this one? Old green. Okay. Change the tires. There you go. See? You can put those on there. Nice. Wheel setup. That's your more standard setup like you would get normally. What is this? Design. That'll be for the front. Standard. Weight. No front linkage. Okay, so that can be a drawback. 170 horsepower, stock. Filter, yes. Euro, no, yes. That's it. So you cannot modify the engine. Design, yeah, I'm not. You probably would have to get the weight, since you can't have the front linkage, to at least keep that front end down, because everything you do is going to be on the back. So this one does not have as much detail, but again, you're working with an older tractor too, so you know, I don't know how much they could actually put here. But again, if you're working with old style, you know, that's kind of a cool looking tractor. You know, I don't know what it sounds like. I haven't purchased this one, but it's pretty neat. So, just wanted to show that to you guys. Hopefully, you guys take a look in your mod hub, and maybe you can get that downloaded. What do I need here? I only need 17%. Maybe I should ride alongside and try to fill this up so he can keep running, because he's going to be done shortly. Yep, there you go. I knew he was going to be done fairly soon. Okay. Oh man, excuse me. Alright, and we need to head that way. Let me take a look at the map just to see exactly. Is that right there? So my best bet would be straight through here, looks like. Yeah, let's see what that does. Alright, so we should be able to go right in between 21 and 19. Nope. I turned onto the actual field. Look at the way this thing bounces. Look at that suspension. Holy smokes. And we should be able to take this straight up through in between 8 and 9. The speed on these too is pretty good. You're up over 40 miles an hour, I think, on both of them. So you get good speed. Some of the small tractors, you can kind of get caught with a real problem with the speed. Now, anything 40 or more is halfway decent, because that'll get you to, you know, where you need to go in a really good clip. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, right here. Hopefully this is the best way to get in here. Oh yeah, there we go. Perfect. Oop, oop, oop. All right, let's see. Let's get a. This should be yeah. So we should get almost 40,000 out of this, right? Actually, a little over 40, maybe. I forget what the cost was. Almost 50. That's awesome. That is awesome. Hey, what's up, Master?
Wait. Okay. If you're in your vehicle, hold LB, no RB, and press right on D-pad.
So, hold the right bumper.
Yeah, and then press right or left on D-pad.
Right bumper, left on D-pad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the blinkers. Okay.
Yeah.
and then right on the D-pad.
It does right.
Cool.
Like,
Thank you.
yeah, I was like, yeah. I'm trying to figure out.
What mod?
Super Saiyans and all that.
What game?
Dragon Ball Z University.
Oh, okay.
PC mods.
Nice. Have you gone on Bless Unleashed?
Not lately.
Okay, because I was going to say if if you do or you want to play, I was looking into stuff that is like how to do things, what's good to do, not do, early game. There was some really interesting stuff on it. So, but yeah, I started this same map up in career mode because I was just getting tired of not being able to do stuff. We didn't have any money yet to do anything. I wasn't able to get on and harvest. I couldn't speed up the time, so I was like, all right, well, I'm just going to go run my own career mode. And
If we did crew some big rigs, some the styles need to be dumping on farm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, well, I'll look up because with the size fields that we're going to have on this, yeah, we're definitely going to need some bigger hauls. So usually, what I do with the mods is I'll look and try different things, and whatever I don't use or didn't like, I'll get rid of, and then add in stuff. So if I notice I'm not using certain mods, I'll remove it, and if I find some truck mods, for semis, see what they have, and then we can put those in. Like with this here, I totally revamped this beginning area, same area that we started on Steve-O's, but he bought that number 2 field. Dude, you know how much that field is? 635,000. I was like, holy smokes. Like, that's what I'm saving up for now. So all the money I'm going to get from these the 2 harvests that we'll have, once I hit probably, let me just make sure. I think it was 635. Lands 655. So I want to be at least 1.2 million before I buy that field, so that when I do buy it, I have about 600,000 left over to get other equipment. So yeah, we're gonna. Plus, I want to do stuff around the field. I'm going to make adjustments. Like, I don't know if you saw over here on field 34. I started to put a fence up. So I got the fence going there. I got I don't know what they call that outlying part of the field, but I got the brown outlying part. I'm going to put this fence up all the way. I'll put a gate in the middle, so you have to open up the gate to get in and out. I have lights that are going to go around. I have the lights in the 2 corners right now. But, I'm just going to jazz it up. I even downloaded these little decals. See this cracked look in the concrete? That's a decal. So I downloaded that. You have the oil stain decal. If I think those things are going to look pretty cool, I'll add them in just to give the game, a different look. I think it'll be fun. Oh my. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Just my TCK Junior. What? Let me see if that shows now. Nope. I think Steve said that there was a couple downloads or up something for ATS. None? Okay. Maybe I misheard him, or let's see. Is soy still top over here? 1600, 1400. Yeah. Here. Okay. Empty that out. What's that?
That's the percent. You can go ultra instant. Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan 2.
All right, So he's going to finish that out. Let's go ahead and move this over.
Yes. Make sure this one works. It's a super thing. God instruction grid. Oh, it works. I'm like super broken. You could bring AI. Super small. I get the auto dodge. Please. Oh yeah, definitely with different colors.
So you can make changes to your character?
Yeah, transformation.
That's cool. Nice.
Oh, I can't. I'm super fast. Super dark thing. Yeah. Super dark thing.
Alright, we're going to go over our second field. First field's done. I did the big field first, so I get that one out of the way. And we will go and grab this. Okay. So we'll do our headland here. Hopefully that'll be... I'll see if one pass here for the headland is good enough. And then we'll send her up the other way. No. No, I was never really a fan of that stuff. My son and a couple of his friends are all on that. Okay. Now let's go ahead and do our headland over here with our cultivator. That one's got a loud engine. What was that?
Is it workers? Everything is
Ghost Trucker, what up, son? How you doing? What's happening there, cuz? Yo, let me know in the stream if this tractor here is that way too loud in the stream. In my headset, it's pretty loud. I don't know what you hear on the stream. It's good? Okay. Because that's a modded tractor. The Fendt Turbo. Or the Fendt, I'm sorry. This is the deutz fahr Agristar Turbo 6.61. It's remastered. This is the... Whoops, sorry. This is the Fendt. This is a the Fendt Fabric 515. This is a remastered one mod. So you know the engine on this one's not as bad. This one's just like really loud, but it might just be in my headset. Oh, he's not able to get that, is he? All right. So let's send him over this way. Get that done. So yeah, we got a new map we started, brother. This is a 4X map that Steve O'Bear told me about. We started a multiplayer map on it on his server. This is my own career mode kind of thing. But yeah, it's a pretty cool map. Let me see if I can show you. Let me see if it... No, I thought it had the name when I zoomed out. But it's a German or like Austrian or Holland kind of map. I can't say the name of it because it's in that language, like German or something, Austrian. But it's a really cool map. It's really big. Let me just show you here. So you got some, good, like what the field I'm working on right now is field 20 and field 33 connected. This area here I made all concrete. So 20 and 33. So it just shows you, the field I'm working on here is a good average field. But look at it in comparison to all the other fields, right? Yeah, Marsh. Frierdenhaschen Marsh. Frierdenhaschen Marsh. Like I said, it's a 4X map. It's really cool. It's very flat, so you can, if you like a lot of flat land, you have a lot of rectangles and squares if you like to hire workers like I do. So, pretty cool map. I literally just started, I forgot to put my headland over here. I started on it probably at like 1 o'clock in the morning last night. I was getting a little frustrated trying to do the multiplayer one because I couldn't really do anything on the map because I couldn't speed up time. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to do my own. I made some changes, so on the outside of the field, you'll see that brown, like that dirt that goes all the way around. I added that just to give it a cleaner look on the outside edge of the map. And this way, at least when I put a headland, there's a little bit of distance between the field and the wall. That stone wall that you see up, I added that on there. I didn't go all the way around yet, but I'm going to go all the way around. I added lights in the corners. I'll put lights in all 4 corners. I put concrete just there in front of the house. so that I can make the farm area bigger for buildings to add, you know, bigger buildings to hold the equipment. I'm going to save up money to purchase either Field 2 or Field 1. Field 1's on the other side over there. Actually, what is the cost? So let's see, what's Field 1 cost? So Field 1's $471,000. Field 2, $655,000. So you know what? Field 1, that's what we're going to go with. The one thing that's kind of crazy, look if I click here. See this? This is where the house is. It then highlights all the roads and all these little areas in here in between. But look at it, it's 1.69 million to own all of whatever that blue gives you. I don't know if you gain anything from it, but like look at all this, you know? Yeah. It's like almost all the roads, see?
Oh, that's not.
Yeah, it's the one we were, yeah, the multiplayer one we're doing. It gives you the areas here where the depot, where the, you know, sell points are. It gives you the ocean that's around this island, you know, the two islands here. I don't know what you get from it. I don't know if you get any residual income from owning. Like, do you own the shops? You know what I mean? Does it give you the shops and you get the income? I don't know.
So, sure. I was like, you know that trailer thing you were trying to back it up?
Yeah.
I just drove right in to the thing with the drop off points and then just pressed it.
Oh, get out.
And unloaded it like already unloads.
Nice. So I didn't have to try and back it up in there. I could have just drove right up to it.
I hope
Yeah. How much did you guys get for all that? Was it over 100,000?
70
Okay.
Hey.
Did you see he bought a new tractor?
Who, me?
No, Steve, when he got the money. He bought the Valtra.
Oh, yeah, he did, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, you just got done telling me you didn't care too much about the Valtra, and that's the one you got.
I wanted to buy soda. One of them. Might pick up ooh, or double the question.
Well, let's fill this up here. So, Ghost, I'm glad to see you're doing well. Give a shout out to Ghost Trucker. I know there's not too many people in the stream right now, but if some folks watch it later, make sure you go check out his channel. Ghost plays a lot of ATS. He does farm sim. He's a good guy. Puts out content every day, and definitely somebody you want to give a watch to. So, you know, as a favor to me, that would be awesome. Or just go check out his channel, and it wouldn't be a favor to me. It'd be because you go and you like his channel. So definitely go check him out. Oh, my, excuse me. Come on, baby, let's go. I want to get around the other side here and get this extra 5%. And we'll go get... So, yeah, that Field 1 is $200,000 cheaper. So, I'm going to save up for Field 1. That means I only need to get to about 800,000, 850,000, and then purchase that field. Yeah, so I think I'm going to start, like I said, I'm going to try to get on here every day to do a little bit on the farm with this stream. And I'm also going to start getting back into House Flipper on my stream. I noticed on my Twitch and especially YouTube too, my House Flipper does really good. So Farm Sim and House Flipper, they tend to be my top two uh, streams and uploads. So I'm going to maybe focus on them just a little bit more, even though I have other games I want to play. ATS, I would say, is in it around third place. And I think that's only in it around third place because I haven't been on for a while. It probably would have been second place if I was on it more frequently. But those three are games that have done fairly well for me. I do want to branch out and do some other games. I have a lot of games on my wish list. I have 110 games on my wish list. So I've done a lot of looking through games. Most of the games on my wish list aren't even out yet, so they will be newer games. So, we got between 2020 and 2021, we have some new stuff coming out, so that'll be kind of cool. But yeah, we're gonna push to get some new content out there that is content I've done before and was did very well. So we're gonna keep that going. And especially on this one because there's going to be so much to do on this map. I think this will be a good map for me to stream and have maybe once or twice a week. Having some good changes that'll happen with the money I'm making. With equipment and buildings and stuff like that. I think it'll be good for me. So, we'll see what happens. You never know. But I do want to get a little more consistent. I feel like I've been jumping around. That'll be for the computer. On the Xbox, I've started playing Bless Unleashed, and that's been really fun. I think I need to get back on there. I have a little bit more knowledge of how to do some things in the game to make the gameplay go better. I don't know a whole lot about the game because it's new for me, but we're gonna have some fun on there. We'll do some World of Warships on there. Got a buddy of mine who likes to play World of Warships with me on there, so that'll be a good way to stream that game. Okay. All right. So he's almost done this field. We're not going to get a third full. Oh man, I never took him off side to side, did I? He's doing a good job. So that's all good.
Here goes nothing.
Okay. Might as well just let him finish.
Skill.
Oh man, excuse me.
Oh god. Oh my god.
Is it good?
Yes, spawn taking a lot.
What?
It's really good.
Oh no?
How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow, that's good. Yeah, try that one more time.
Hey trucker, are you still there, brother?
That was cool.
Nope.
This character is so broken. My character has the an ultimate thing. I can a limited ultimate. My health never goes down
Okay.
because I have a oh my god, so many colors. Like when is over? Don't get it.
So I really love this fendt. This fendt is just off the hook. Got a great grill, great engine cover. Cab's great. It's just a good looking vehicle. Good looking vehicle. Alright, so those fields are done. He's almost done. I'm not going to sell this soy. I'm going to leave it for the next harvest. Alright, let's grab the... I'm actually going to switch these out. You know what? He's already... Oh, hello. Okay. Too sharp a turn. I can flip the tractor. I think what we'll do is grab this here.
You know it is, right?
Alright, so we're going to fertilize. This will be stage 1.
Yeah, you know what it is.
What?
You know the general release one?
Oh, yeah.
You know that Trump. The big hazard?
Yep. I used to watch the Dukes of Hazzard
Oh, yeah.
back in the day when I was a kid.
I watched it.
Might do away with this deutz fahr. I like the engine sound when it's running, but when it idles, it's got a real quirky sound to it. It's a shame because I like deutz fahrs, man. Deutz fahrs are one of my favorites. Alright, we'll let him do his thing. Let's see if I were to sell that. 27,000. Okay. Hmm? Who?
No, me.
Oh.
Stay inside. If I go out, I'm bad. I'm done.
Oh yeah, they got you guys in lockdown, huh?
Yeah. Just stay home.
Okay, let's go ahead and sell this deutz fahr. Deutz fahr that I got. It's a great looking tractor. I love the look, but the sound of it, I'm just not feeling the sound of it. I'm just not liking that sound. So we're gonna go ahead with medium. And maybe I'll take a look at the Fiat Tigre, because this is customizable. Configuration, we're going to go rear mud. Don't want the front weight, but I do want the front linkage. design, hydraulic pistons. We want the short filter front loader, yes. And wheel setup.
Hey, what's the front?
Hmm?
Oh, the front loader. Oh, the something has a tractor. Front.
5700, 6200. Variable rear track. What does that do? Makes the wire tires puffy. Yep, let's go ahead. We're going to buy this one. And let's hope that this one is a little more to my liking. And then the cultivators, I thought I had a different cultivator that I downloaded. God darn, I must have missed it. I like that other one better.
That was a good one.
Yeah, I've seen those for sure. Alright. So the idle sound on here is fantastic. Let's see. Okay. Alright, that sounds pretty good. Now let's take a look at what she'll do.
Oh, you put the right one.
Yep. Alright, I dig the sound on that way better. I like when I fade back, the sound lessens. That's good. Will that let me? Nope. Won't let it go all the way. It's a bummer. Okay. Oh. Okay, we get this field done. Let's get this one fertilized.
Oh, whoa.
On what? Okay. Alright, I need to widen this headland. Let's go right here.
This guy just opened the door and opened the foot.
Nice. What do we need to bandage it up? Like, is it real bad or?
Continuously, like I went through like 5 things of it, like not 5 things of paper towels, but like 5 wraps of paper towels.
Okay.
Camping around. Nobody did it. We just moved it around.
He was like afraid to say yeah. He's like, mm-hmm. Just somebody here at my house acting like a knucklehead. Yeah, people don't listen. um, oh, okay. So what we need to see is if we have tape, gauze pads. Yeah, the H bandage ain't gonna do nothing though. Oh. Okay. Do we have anything to close the ace bandage? Do we have anything to clip the ace bandage? There ain't no bobby pins in this house. That's for girl. I'll be right back, Mast. We have Are you there?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's see. That's done.
Okay, this guy.
What was that?
Hey, this guy isn't
You sent me something in the Discord?
yeah,
Uh,
I did about
Master. Mod.
that's it.
Mod Hub Peterbilt?
Yeah, look at that. There for 3 minutes.
And what is that? Oh, that's
Semi.
a semi?
Yeah, it just popped up.
Interesting.
Saw the one where they open and close. The engine sounds nice.
Alright, let me get my fertilizing going real quick here. Alright, cool. I'll have to check that out later on. What's that? Oh, yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and clean off the gear. Or the equipment, I should say, not the gear.
This is watching this video. This guy using a scout health for 25 There we go. Got our seeder hooked up. What's what? Oh, this here? Yeah, this is the seeder in the back. And you could get the seeder by itself, or you can get this front attachment. This is the where you can put the seed in, and then it, pushes through this tube, goes back here, feeds directly into the seeder. See underneath there, and then it pushes it up into this pan, and then drops it down into the little strips. It's pretty cool looking. Yeah. That's how you start growing stuff.
Oh yeah. And it looks really good on this tractor too, with that front linkage on there. It's pretty cool looking. And we're going to go with soybean again, because that's still selling at the highest rate, right? 1600. That's 11, 13, 13, 11, 12. Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll go again with the soybean. See how he's making out here with the fertilizing.
what are we doing now? This guy just someone in the head. What's next? 2021 years. What?
Nice. Actually, I think the headland there is fine. This is a small kind of thing here. I have to do too big a headland for this up top. Down the bottom I will, and we'll get that set up. Let's get this guy over to field 2, or field 34 technically, but the second of the 2 fields that I'm working on. Alright, let's put our headland here.
Okay, fertilizing's done. Okay, now we just gotta wait for this to finish seeding.
Hey, it's split.
Alright, guys. Master, you can stay in the chat. I'm just gonna end the stream. So I'm going to go ahead and continue on. We'll get this seated. We'll get some more work done tomorrow. Appreciate you guys for coming in. Ghost Trucker, thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you. Master Prime stopped in. You guys have a great one, and we'll get back to you again tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening. This is Crew, and I am out.